fans. Okay, let's get into this right here. Well, there you go. Jokic is back in the news, guys. He's in the news for being boring, right? Because he's a boring dude. And, DeMar DeRozan has signed, I think it's like $3.9 million with the Nuggets for 1 year. Wow, he's making less than LeBron James is making per year with the Sixers. That's pretty bad. So, Scap and these fools, they're up in arms over this. And look, guys, I've already told you about Joker's career. He, unfortunately, is in an era where the NBA is fully scripted. They won't let none of these 2020 players, as far as the top 5 players, win another championship as long as LeBron James is playing. And if you're new to this, I'll tell you again, until they show me different, and I've been saying this for years, guys, and they haven't proved me different or proved me wrong, and they call it, hold on before I tell you, they call this parody. They try to say, oh man, it's like the 70s. Hey, it ain't like the 70s, guys. Ain't no damn parody. Don't compare to go look at the guys that was playing in the 70s and look at the guys now and look at the way the league was played. These guys played defense. They showed up to play. They didn't have a clown in the league. They had real reporters. They called travel and carry. They had real fans, real refs, real head coaches. It ain't got nothing to do with no parody. And 2 teams, I think it was the Celtics and the Celtics. Who else was it? Celtics and the Knicks won 2 championships. They didn't go back to back or nothing like that, but they won 2 championships each in the 70s. But yeah, this ain't parody in the 2020s, guys. This is called betting. This is called doing a favor for LeBron James, which I've already told you, I'm not even to the, these are these content creator pushers, right? They push the script, or the content creators who are script pushers, right? They push that LeBron James, oh yeah, he runs the NBA. He tells guys what to say. He gets to do whatever he wants to do. He controls the league. And I kind of was like that too when I first got into it. And then you realize, wait, there's billionaire owners that run the league. Not Adam Silver, not nobody else. The owners run the league. And then it's the Players Association, okay? But basically, it's the owners who get first say so. And the Players Association is second, guys. So if you're dumb enough to listen to these script pushers every year tell you that LeBron James and Rich Paul is running the league, you're dumber for it. Because these fools will, they will push this script for the NBA. And that's why you never hear them say anything about the owners. The owners. I ain't talking about one owner or 2. I'm talking about the owners, period. Whatever the owners say goes. Right? So, back to what I was saying. When you look at SGA, you look at Joker, you look at Tatum, you even look at Curry, who's won one in the 2020s. Did I say SGA, Luka, the guys who won it in the 2020s. Greek Freak, they ain't allowed to win another one, guys. They're always collapsing or doing something stupid or something in the next year playoffs after they won a championship. And then the next year, 2 years after they won a championship, 3 years after they won a championship, it's all scripted, guys. These guys, the Giannis, the Joker, the SGA, the Tatum, even the Curry in the 2020, they had no super team to win a championship. LeBron James had a super team. Super team. To win his championship, to win his bubble championship at that, guys. I mean, Rajon Rondo, you a fool if you think he ain't going to the Hall of Fame. And, Dwight Howard already in there. AD is going there. Come on, LeBron James, yes. That was a super team, guys. No matter how you cut it. So he's the only guy in the 2020s to win a championship with a super team. And he need to beat the Miami Heat to do that, guys. That's crazy. And the only reason why they gave Miami 2 games just to make it look like it was something, because they should have swept them. But Joker ain't winning another championship, guys. As long as LeBron James is playing in the league, ain't nobody winning another championship. That would discard him out the league for good. one of these guys that already won it in the 2020s won 2 without a super team? That'd be like Kobe. Kobe won 2. Back then, he didn't win 2. He won 2 back-to-back without a super team, right? If you want to be real, Shaq needed a super team to win his without Kobe. That's crazy. That's why they hate Kobe, or hated Kobe, and Kobe got the hell out of here. Kobe was like, see you later. Y'all stay in hell. I'm gone. You can't blame the man. He got the hell out of here. If you know what I mean. So, don't listen to Scap. All he's going to do is whine and cry like always, because he's one of them script pushers. Always crying for Joker. Joker this, Joker that, Joker this. The one thing he won't never mention is we have to deal with common sense, guys. Guys like this is pushing the script, but we deal with common sense. So what does common sense tell you, guys? We done talked about this before. Joker is the best player in the 2020s. Hands down. Nobody's even close. Who is close? Nobody's close. Oh, let me take that back. Greek Freak is close. I'll take that back. Because I even had to go back and look at what was going on. And Greek Freak made all these All-NBA defensive teams over him. So, I mean, that's got to mean something. But anyways, we can say Giannis is Giannis, he done destroyed his career playing, with these antics and stuff like that, because his career is scripted too. But Joker, he's the best player by default, right? So you have the best player in the NBA in the 2020s, and this is, he can't play with another future Hall of Fame player. He can't play with another All-NBA player besides last year, top 100 player. So everybody done went out and did their thing, from the James Hardens to the Kevin Durant to the LeBron James to the Lucas to this guy to that guy, building super teams or playing with whatever great guy he want to play with. But Joker don't, guys. Where's he at protesting in the off season? And you supposed to a fool like Scap wants to blame this on the GM and these people in the Denver organization? No, son. You gotta go get what you want. If you're the best player, you go get what you want. Whatever little void that's needs to be filled, Michael Jordan said, we need a rebounder. Go get Dennis Rodman. Kobe said, I need to play beside another great player. I don't need build a super team. Go get Paul Gasol. Stop it. Stop it. Stop feeling sorry for Joker. This is part of his script, guys. He ain't allowed to play with another great player, because then they're going to be asking questions. That'll break the script. They're going to be asking questions. Damn. This man, he better win championships, because now he's playing with another all-time great player. And that's why they won't let him. They ain't going to let him play with another all-time great player. It ain't going to happen, guys. And plus, they just want him to be this stat king. We got to hear the same garbage every season. The same garbage. It's like, even, we talk about the NBA being stuck on repeat, the same storylines, the same shit being said all the time. And then we got to go into the NBA season, hear the same stuff. He ain't got enough help. Joker off time. Blah, blah. That was killing me, man. I was like, Joker off time? What do you mean? Everybody go take a break. I've never heard no Michael Jordan off time, or no Kobe Bryant off time, or no Karl Malone off time, or no David Robinson off time. That's ridiculous. So damn off time. If your best player's off the court, how good can you be? And if they ain't that good, that's on him. That's on the best player. Y'all talk about, he make everybody better. Y'all doing the same LeBron James effect. So when he go off the court, everybody get worse. Why would that be? Oh, because he's got to have the most assists, the most rebounds, and the most points on the team. So everybody's standing around watching and waiting for him to get his, like the LeBron James effect. And so when he goes off the court, they're kind of handicapped because they always rely on him. So you got these two cowards, Johnny Arnett and Scap Attack, right? I told you, man, all this stuff out here is about money. Scap Attack done diss LeBron James to high hell. And Johnny Arnett is a LeBron James lover. And you don't even know if he's a LeBron James lover. He just refused to give LeBron James his smoke because he wanted to keep the LeBron James fans as long as he could. That's it, guys. These guys ain't about the NBA. They about money, guys, okay? They're about money. They don't give a damn about Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, any of this stuff. They know the NBA does destroyed its own image a long time ago with the shenanigans. So, but you got these two fools grouping up together now, and they've been doing it for a while. You know, because both of them claim to be Joker lovers, right? The Johnny Arnett, and we already know Scap is, but all of a sudden Johnny Arnett, he's a Joker lover because he's trying to pull the money to his channel. So he done became a Joker lover instead of a whole bunch of ludicrous stuff that don't make any sense. But none of them can't tell us how this guy missed the playoffs his first 3 seasons, won All-Stars first 3 seasons, won All-NBA his first 3 seasons. Wow. You had guys over you that was All-NBA and All-Star in those first 3 seasons that you wasn't, like Boobie Cousins, Karl Anthony Clowns, Rudy Gobert, oh, Marc Gasol. These are the dudes that was clowning Joker's first 3 years, guys. These guys will make it All-NBA and All-Star over Joker. Yeah, that's crazy, man. A third team Joker couldn't even make, guys, his first 3 seasons. And you have people like Karl Anthony Clowns making it over him. Rudy Gobert. Boobie Cousins. It was a few other guys too, man. It's just, come on, man. So, those are the things that, you know, Scap don't expose and Johnny Arnett don't expose, because I don't even think of them as anything but dudes trying to make money. You can't even believe that they even like Joker. But let's just say they do. Let's say they do. They're both Joker lovers, right? But one of them is only a LeBron James lover. And he done bashed, Scap has, he done bashed LeBron James to the high heavens. But yet Johnny Arnett, he gonna run over there to him. Or Johnny Arnett, he done covered up for LeBron James all these years, and yet Scap gonna run over to Johnny Arnett. It's about money, guys. Who don't care for Kobe Bryant, guys? Who don't care for Kobe Bryant? And he kind of thinks he's overrated. Jason Whitlock. Jason Whitlock. Where's Scap at, guys? Ain't he over there with Jason Whitlock? Yep. See, this dude is about money too, guys. You can't believe nothing these guys say. They ain't got no real integrity about, you know, what they feel. He was scared when Isaiah was saying this stuff about Michael Jordan or whatever like that, and he went on Jason Whitlock's show. He was really scared to give it to Isaiah Thomas, because he's on Jason Whitlock's show, and Jason Whitlock loves little Isaiah. He loved him some little Isaiah, little soft fruity Isaiah. So he was scared to give the man some. He give him smoke all day on this show, on this channel. But when he was with Jason Whitlock, he was scared to even give the man a smoke. He was like, "Oh yeah, I just think he's wrong, but I'm not gonna really go into it too much." And scared, man. You don't want to mess up that Jason Whitlock money, man. You don't want to mess up that Jason Whitlock money. And now you're over there with Johnny Arnett. Johnny, where's them videos, man? That shit was like 3 years ago, wasn't it? Wow. And I told you guys, this dude is a fake Kobe Bryant fan, right? Johnny Arnett? Trust me, guys. These guys are cowards. They'd never call my name out. They'll get rolled. And I don't even think it's because of that. They scared they get rolled or anything like that. It's because these dudes is about money. They ain't fixing to call my name out unless it's a fake beef, like these guys be having on social media. They be having these fake beefs, going back and forth with each other to get each other's subs to go back and forth and blah, blah, blah. But since I'm not monetized, man, I ain't seeing this dude, man. I can't make no money off of this. But yeah, they, what was I gonna say? Oh, yeah, Johnny Arnett, fake Kobe Bryant fan. What? I don't care if this was Michael, the whole thing was about Michael Jordan. Ain't no Michael Jordan fan gonna do anything to get the LeBron James, the media, or the LeBron James fans a leg up and help them out. by putting out videos showing Michael Jordan's defensive. Well, let's just say it like this: Michael Jordan's '88 season was overrated, right? And it was giving him stats that you just can't even believe this from Johnny Arnett, man. You just laugh at this because no Kobe Bryant fan will put out nothing like that after everything that the media done stepped on Kobe Bryant's legacy, pissed in Kobe Bryant's legacy, everything. And you would go do this for a LeBron James supporter, the LeBron James fans, the media. You will put this out. You put their videos out, and then you try to hate on the '80s again, putting out more '80s videos. Oh man, this player should have been Defensive Player of the Year. They gave this guy these stats and blah blah blah. Well, I'll tell you what, man, this ain't no Kobe Bryant fan, guys. Kobe Bryant fan, they ain't gonna help LeBron James fans out, guys. They ain't gonna do that. And that was helping. And like I said, I know that one about Kobe Bryant, but still, ain't no Kobe Bryant fan gonna do a LeBron James fan no favor, especially against the greatest player of all time. You can have Kobe second, that's fine, but everybody knows Mike is the greatest. So he's about money, guys. He's a fake Kobe Bryant fan, okay? And Scap, he ain't gonna go at him about that. He ain't go. How come Scap ain't saying? How come you ain't put out them LeBron James videos that you promised? Where they at? Showing his carries, travels, all this, blah blah blah. Don't worry, he's gonna put it out when he retires. He want to keep them LeBron James fans, guys. These dudes about money, man. I can't even believe half these dudes out here about anything. About who they are, who they represent. They about money first. You could just look at how they roll. See, they don't talk about money all the time, like, police rants, little Italy boy. So you never know. They ain't that dumb. But I'm talking about their actions speak louder than words. See, little Italy boy, his words speak louder than his actions because he got a loud mouth. He got a loud mouth, guys. So he exposes himself. Oh, y'all thought I was going to do a whole video on Illy Boy today? No, I ain't going to say nothing, man. If he want to go back and forth, we can go back and forth. I made a video this morning. That's it. I'm done with him. You want to go at it again? We can go round and round. Because I'm doing squirt gun stuff, guys, on this dude. I told you, when I made them 2 videos the other day, I said, this is squirt gun stuff. And then, and then he came out. He was stuttering and couldn't breathe. And, he needed an asthma breather, an asthma pump. He said, he called me a cop. Oh. Boy, you better not let Scap see that, man. You better take that down, man. These dudes gonna clown you forever. You can't go at nobody, never one time, after what you did on that live last night. The LeBron James fans is gonna clown you. They gonna take that video and they gonna say, Jordan versus LeBron had that dude shook. Boy, that bad boy needed oxygen. He couldn't even say my name. He couldn't even talk about me. I had him so shook. Because he a halfway crook. He never around when the beef cooks. Little Illy boy. Little Illy boy. Oh, man. My wife was even like, man, why you doing like that? Go watch my videos. Not the one this morning. I'm talking about the last 2 I put out about Michael Jordan Hospital and then the one I put out about him. I didn't scream. I killed him softly. I told the facts. See, we ain't got to scream, guys. And holler and all this stuff. He up on this video yesterday on his live. I'm sorry, guys, if I ever offended you guys. He thought he was sorry if he ever offended his subs and said something bad or something like, this dude. Because I aired him out about who he really was, man. So now he apologizing to his subs and stuff like that. He used to tell me, don't give a damn, they can leave. If you don't agree with him, you don't give a damn. He was a judge in the jury back in the day. Now he apologizing to him. I'm sorry, man, if I said anything that offended you guys. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm gonna leave little Illy boy alone, guys. But yeah, back to these 2 fakers right here. They don't care about Kobe Bryant's legacy, man. These dudes is about money. It's about money, guys. Because you can't, if it's real, if they really cared that much, Scat wouldn't be over there with Johnny Arnett after what he did. He wouldn't. And Scat knows that Johnny Arnett is LeBron James' lover. He's just now starting to admit some things. And Scat bashed LeBron James for a long time. So this would be, they couldn't be together if they was real about how they felt. But they have devised a plan for the dummies, because we already know, Scat has been a Joker lover for a long time, right? He said, let me jump on this bandwagon. It's some money in here, right? And goodness God. And then Johnny Arnett, he said, let me jump on this thing too with Scat so we can have something in common. Other than this, fake Kobe love. To me, like I said, I can believe Scat. He's in love with Kobe Bryant. I'm telling you guys, some of these dudes is really infatuated, really in love with these players. They're really in love with these dudes. They're really in love with them. And that's what Scat is. He's really in love with Kobe Bryant, guys. You look at a dude like Little Italy Rants, Police Rants. He's in love with Michael Jordan. This dude gonna tell me yesterday you're a fake Michael Jordan fan. What are you talking about, dude? I lived in Chicago watching Michael Jordan when you was in diapers. When you was in diapers. You weren't watching these games. He said he was born in the 80s. How the hell was you watching these games if you was born in the 80s? You're a fake Michael Jordan fan. No, I'm a real dude. I watched every single Bulls game from 88 all the way until 98, guys. That was my life. When the Bulls were playing, I'm watching. I was there for all that. I wasn't no fake fan like this dude. This dude lived in New York. Y'all confused or what? He's a New York Knicks fan. He grew up watching the Knicks, but you grew up watching the Bulls, right? Which one is it, guy? Which one is it? You a Bulls fan or a Knicks fan? This guy is lost. You lost, man. Nobody can be that much of a Bulls fan or a Michael Jordan fan and they grow up in New York. What is this dude talking about? Then you wasn't a Knicks fan. You can only be one guy. You a Bulls fan or a Knicks fan? Come on, man. This guy, I'm telling you, it's something to, unless he just sexually loved Michael Jordan, and it looks like that, man. The way he talks about this dude, the way he, puts all these pictures up and puts all these posts up all the time. He's sexually in love with Michael Jordan, guys. I'm trying to tell you, I've never, I like Michael Jordan as a basketball player and everything, but this dude, he really loves Michael Jordan sexually. The way he talks, the way he acts, the way he protects and all this, like, yeah, I'm saving Michael Jordan's legacy. I'm saving the NBA's legacy. Oh yeah. Super Rants. This dude is something wrong with him, man. And he got his fans actually believing that Michael Jordan was perfect. That's what he wants you to believe. It is, oh man, I don't believe his life was perfect. No, but the way you talk and fantasize about this man is weird, man. It's weird. It's like he was your father figure, not your father. Like, goodness God. It's just entertainment, man. You wasn't there when my team, the Bulls, was winning. You won on the winning side, man. You was with the Knicks. When we start winning, before we start winning, and we was losing to the damn Pistons, you wasn't feeling that, man. You was a Knicks fan. When we start winning in 91, you wasn't feeling that. You was a Knicks fan. When we won a 3-peat for the first time, you weren't feeling that, man. You a Knicks fan. What is this dude talking about? So let me get this right. So Little Italy boy. So you were celebrating in New York when the Bulls was winning championships. How dumb do that sound, guys? How dumb do that sound? With all the ups and downs the Knicks went through with the Bulls and stuff like that, I never thought one time in one series that the Bulls ever gonna beat the Knicks. When Michael Jordan was there, I never thought that. That's how good that Knicks team was. The Bulls were head and shoulders better than the Knicks. If you was back then and you lived in that moment, you didn't think that. This dude is a fake, man. Is a fake and a phony, man. You celebrating 2 teams? You celebrating 2 teams? Goodness God. I never heard nothing like that in my life. I was a diehard Bulls fan, diehard Duke fan, diehard Atlanta Braves fan, diehard Cubs fan. What is this dude talking about? Diehard White Sox fan? What is this clown talking about? He was rooting for 2 teams. And then you loving on the guy that's beating your team. This guy is cuckoo, man. And ain't nobody never questioned how ludicrous that sounds. How ludicrous that sounds. At least too raw when he talking about the Bulls and he loved the Bulls back in the day. He ain't talking about he loved another team or he watched another team. This dude is something wrong with him. Something is wrong with him, man. And I don't think I would be that much of a Michael Jordan fan. And I'm not. This is what I'm trying to say. Also, there ain't nothing wrong like a Michael Jordan. He's the greatest player of all time. But I don't know how much I could like Michael Jordan, like he likes him, if he was beating the hell out of my team in New York. How could you like this man that much? And he was beating your team in New York, fool. I tell you, man, this dude is fake. Fake suburban boy. So yeah, there you got it, guys. With this Joker thing, it ain't nothing going on. This guy is supposed to be the headline of the NBA all the time. He's the greatest player in the 2020s. It ain't supposed to be a headline, in front of him about LeBron James, about Kevin Durant, about James Harden. None of these fools. Am I trying to say there's supposed to be no headlines of them? No. But I'm just saying he's supposed to be the #1 headline as the best player. And all the rest of these other fools, Greek Freak, Joker, SGA, probably Tatum, and Wemby, these guys ain't supposed to be behind the 210 guys in headline. But yet all the time, here we is talking about these 210 burnout dudes. That's finished. And I already told you why. Because these 210 guys, these international players, they can't carry the league, man. Nobody want to talk about this. Only I'm talking about this because I don't push the script, right? We talk reality. These 2020 players, guys, who went to the NBA Finals, like the Greek Freak, Luka, Joker, SGA, I think we named all of them. But they all had the lowest NBA Finals ratings of any era, guys. And some of them, the worst NBA Finals of all time. Nobody's watching these international players. They can hype them up to high hell and tell you how great they are, but nobody is watching them on TV. Thank God it was the Knicks in the championship. Playing Wemby. Say if Wemby was playing Miami, where would that go, guys? And I know some of you go, oh, well, that's Miami. That man might have had the lowest ratings of all time, guys. He's boring. He's boring. It ain't the fact that these guys is boring. There's no promotion of these guys to American children like they used to do in the 90s, the 80s, the 2000s. They don't promote the game to the American children. They're not on Gatorade commercials. They're not on Nike commercials. They're not on credit card commercials. Where they at, guys? Where are they at? The season ends. They go back to Serbia, Canada, Greece, wherever. And that's fine with me. I ain't trying to say nothing bad about that. But to me, that's not. If you got these top international players at the top, and they're not even promoting the game to the American children, what the hell is this? Nobody's gonna watch this trash. And we done seen these top 5 players, and Joel Embiid's in there at because he really is a top 5 player when he ain't acting stupid. But what I'm trying to say is, y'all think I'm trying to be mean, right? But these top 5 players in the 2020s, they ain't better than the top 5 players in the 2010s, the 20s, or the 2000s, the 90s, the 80s, the 70s, the 60s. They just ain't, guys. They just ain't. Put them up against any top 5 guys of any other decade or era, whatever you want to call it. They're not. They're not the best we ever seen, these top 5 players. They're not the second. They're not the third. They're not the fourth. They're not the fifth. If they were, they wouldn't need LeBron James and the rest of these 210 clowns to keep carrying their league or their era. Okay? The 90s didn't need the 80s to carry their era. Right? The 80s didn't need the 70s to carry their era for entertainment. Right? Once these 210 guys phase out, it's over. It's over because they are the entertainment. They're the clown show. The LeBron James, the James Harden, the Kawhi Leonards, the Kevin Durant. These are the clown shows. These are the ones that's getting more pub than the actual top 5 players of their own era in the 2020s. See, you ain't a lot of stuff. You ain't got to wait for boss to come back and tell you, man. You got your own head to think. You got your own brain. You don't need ESPN to tell you this. You don't need Little Italy Boy to tell you this. You don't need Scap to tell you this. You don't need Johnny Arnett to tell you this. You don't need none of these fools to tell you this. You should be able to look at what's been going on for a period of time and say, well, let me form my own opinion. Let me put the pieces together. But people too scared, man. They listen to these content creators and they want you to believe the NBA isn't scripted. And one of the things that's always going to tell you it's scripted, that you ain't even got to, think too much, is the same shit happening over and over again. They saying the same stuff over and over again and the same stuff happening over and over again. So you got to start thinking. They want you in the biggest whirlwind of some soap opera nonsense, so you don't have any knowledge that the whole game is not only scripted with fake coaches, fake referees, and scripted players, but they're in on the betting. They don't want you to talk about that. They don't want you to notice that while they're sitting there low managing, trying to do the over and under during the season. What conclusion would you ever come to if they're all doing it all season? The star players. This guy fakes his injury, and then, it's a starting lineup, right? These are the starting lineup guys, right? So this dude goes out with an injury for so many weeks. Boom. He comes back. The next guy in the starting 5, he go out with an injury for so many weeks, comes back. The other one, this is just obvious. And then they duck players and they duck out on that night so they can get the over and under, because they got all these people betting what it's going to be. So they got to finagle their way around it so they can win the over and under. Not you fools that's betting. They know what it's going to be because they're playing. This is the easiest prop bet of all time. Or bet, whatever it is. This is the easiest one for them. The easiest one. Because they control it. This is what all this low managing and faking injuries is about. Oh man, hold on, wait. The doctors and all these people have to be in on. Oh boy, you live in a cold world, don't you? Live in a cold world. I already told you. The poor, they put religion first and business second, or money second. Business people and rich people, they put money and business first and religion second. That's why when the rich get all that big money, guess what? They can go to the big churches. The poor go to these little churches. And the rich go to these churches and hide their money in these churches. Instead, they're giving money to these churches for taxes. And they ain't. And they get that money right back. We won't even talk about that. But you poor and you barely making it, and this pastor that's acting, he want to take your money. Whatever, man. Oh man, he just rumbling. No, I just talk real. It ain't no script here, guys. These guys get on here and they perform a script. I can freestyle. They call that just rumbling and mumbling and doing all this stuff. It's called freestyle, man. I don't have to get up here and talk about one thing particular. These guys do. They have to make 3, 4, 5 different videos to talk about 5 subjects because they in it for the money. I could talk about them same 5 subjects in the same damn video, guys. And you ain't giving me a penny. And I won't even get mad. And you won't hear me talking like police rants. Oh man, I ain't doing it for money. Okay, buddy. But you waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning, running up hills with rocks and making 3 videos before you go chase little kids around with squirt guns and tell them to get to class for the bell rings at your rent-a-cop job. Okay. Who you talking about? Man, why you so mean? Why are you so mean? I'm not mean. I'm actually nice. I'm just telling you reality. And a lot of people don't like it. And they, how you know it's scripted? I've already showed it. I sit up there and showed you on my post. Go to my post. Go to my channel and look on the post. I tag Little Italy Boy with 5 different videos. And I think 3 of them is NBA players saying it is scripted. Shaq said it. Kenyon Martin said it. Gilbert Arenas said it. Kobe said it. But he tried to spin it 2 different ways. Right? You got Morton Donahue that said it's scripted. They have to tell you, they have to tell you guys, if they do stuff like this, they have to tell you. Even if they only tell you like here and there, whatever like that, they don't have to sit there and announce it every time you see them on TV, guys. They put shit on the news all the time, the regular news, and you miss it. They told you the first slave master in America was a black man, Anthony Johnson. They said that on Fox News. The first one. Now, a lot of people try to play it off, say, oh, man, he came over here as indentured. No, he didn't. Go do his background. Or he came over here on a Spanish ship. No, he didn't. The people that he was living with was his mother and father. And he wasn't the only black man owning slaves. But I'm just trying to tell you, they said that on Fox. They've already exposed that the first slave master in America in the 1600s was Anthony Johnson, was a black man. Before that, it was all indentured. Before he started real slavery, where you could just keep a slave for life. I think that was like 1619 or something like that. Damn. How crazy is this? they got records from the 1600s. Who was a slave? Who was a slave master? That's why I always tell fools, stop the cap. These people are saying you was a slave. You was brought over here on slave ship. Show me proof. They got proof of all this, guys. But you don't want it. You don't want to go look at it. You don't want to pressure them to open up them archives. They got everybody to come over on the manifest, on them ships. One thing about it, they didn't have computers back then. They was dope as hell about records. They kept records to a T. Records was money. Records was how everything was ran, guys. And writing stuff down. That's how everything was ran. Y'all stop living in some fantasy world and you say you believe these people about a slave story, and then when you say, well, where's the records? Where's the shit manifest about people? Because they got all your people's genealogy too. They know who you are, when you came over here, who your great-great-grandfather, all this stuff is kept in records, guys, to this day. They didn't play around back then. You weren't just rolling around and being nobody. Everybody was on record from the 16, 17, 18, if you was actually in a society. I ain't gonna say all Indians was on the books, but all slaves they was on the books, and they're still in archives. So miss me with the slave story. I already found out my people didn't come as no slaves, and millions of black Americans was already here, and many of the blacks that did come over came from Europe with European first names and last names. Man, that shit got ran through and exposed so much they closed down the archives. See, if you do something without letting them know first, they dead in the water. Now you already got the records, and they can't deny it. Yeah, they can shut it down now. But yeah, millions of blacks was coming over from Europe from 1600s, 1700s, 1800s with first names and last names. I'm talking about European names coming from Europe. It wasn't no slaves. And they came over here as indentured. And now they're trying to cover it up and say, oh, they was African. Yep, because now they done switched the whole history now. That most of these kings and queens in the 16, 17, 1800s in Europe was Negroes. King James, go look in the Cambridge University in London. They got his first edition Bible with his picture, and he's a Negro. Sorry. Oh, goodness God. See, it's a difference between them telling you the history on the land. Two different histories, guys, and then the history in the world of commerce, right? You're in the history right now. Everything is about the world of commerce. It's been like that for a long time. They ain't never tell history of the land, pretty much, except before I would say before Reconstruction. And then they reconstructed the history. Like I said, if you want to read about real history, go back and look at books before Reconstruction. It's a totally different history than what they tell you in school. Go look in them books. Whole different history. Who was who, what really happened. Yes. For the most part, it's the same history, but they changed faces of who was who. It's pretty weird. But it's called control. And the white man didn't do it. They all in on it. The black man, the white man, the Spanish man, the Asian man, all this is a brotherhood, guys. It's a brotherhood. But they want you to blame one person. That's how they get away with it. That ain't how the world runs, man. The world is ran by all different races of people. The 12 families. Some say 13, but whatever. You can't have one without the other. The white man don't run the world. Never has run the world. Never will run the world. He's just been put in front after Reconstruction as a scapegoat. Yes, his face is, white people do basically for a long time been running the world of commerce and, been the face of commerce. But that don't mean nothing. They wasn't before Reconstruction, I can tell you that. Anyway, we won't even get it. That's going to be over little Illy boy's head. He got to wait until boss tell him what to think. Oh, yeah. That's a conspiracy theorist dude. it ain't in his history book. It ain't in boss's history book, his new edition history book, right? Please. This is what these guys, this is their dream, guys. To sell you, entertain you with a scripted NBA. This is what they wake up and live for and yell about. Anyway, I'm going to get off of here, man. That's all I want to talk about. I mean, I talked about a whole bunch of stuff. But, really the whole Joker situation, because, truthfully, I don't know how much NBA I'm going to watch in the upcoming season. It's just the same stuff every single year. The LeBron James experience. It's the LeBron James experience at 42 years old, guys. That's pretty sad. A 4-6 meltdown loser, choker, super team builder. This is crazy. This is nuts. I mean, I already told you guys what they made off on you guys like it was done. And the script pushers, they ain't even gonna tell you what happened. That's what's so sad about it, guys. I decided to go the other way and start telling the truth. I'm not pushing the script because I felt uncomfortable just saying the same stuff over and over. Why did this happen? Why this guy said that? What are you talking about? You sound dumb. And you promote. All we're doing really, if we don't expose that it's scripted, we're promoting LeBron James for the NBA, guys and gals. We're promoting the NBA and LeBron James for the NBA. That's all we're doing if we don't expose it. That it's scripted. We sound like fools. So it's also for these NBA players, they push the NBA script too. And they push the NBA with their podcasts and saying all this stupid stuff like that. That's what they're here for, guys. They're here to promote the NBA. That's all yes, they're going to get paid too off of, being on Boothoo, because what they do is they go and load up with a whole bunch of fake subs. Regular people do it too. So you don't even know whose channel is even all that or who's getting all these subs because they got great content. They'll just go buy a whole bunch of subs. And then boom. So that's why I always thought Dreamers Pro did that. Or he got all those subs from, ESPN. Because that's all I talk about. ESPN, LeBron James, ESPN. He don't put out no video footage. Nothing. I ain't trying to say I put out video footage every day, but I have. You know what I'm saying? He don't put out nothing. His content ain't that great to be approaching 300,000 subs, or to me, not even have 100,000 subs. It ain't that great, guys. It ain't that great. But the more you gossip about LeBron James, the more they reward you. That's what they do. The more you gossip about him, the more they reward. They want you to tear him down. Because it's really building the NBA up. Because they don't care about no integrity about their game, guys. That's out the door a long time ago. It's out the door a long time ago. So like I said, I'm not gonna come out and just bitch and whine about the latest headlines without telling you about the script. It's scripted. So let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I sound like a female. Come out here complaining and pushing their script. I'm not going to do it. And that's what, a lot of you dudes probably mad about. I'm not going to push the NBA script. Not going to do it. And here he is with a whole different script for LeBron James because these 2020 guys can't push their own era. How's this clown going to be 8 seasons into the 2020 era, guys, into their era? By the time he leaves Philly, it's going to be 8 years. 8 or 9, whatever. That he'll be in Joker's era, Luka's era, Greek Freak's era, Tatum, all these guys from the 2020s. He's still all up in it, guys. Getting all the recognition, getting all the clout. People worry about where he's going to go. Why? Because it's scripted. Now they got to pull out the script in Philly about what's going to happen, because the whole thing from the beginning was, where's he going to go? Because everybody was betting on it. In the least place that was predicted was Philly. Where'd he end up? In Philly. But everybody put their money on the Heat. Everybody put their money on Golden State, Cavs. And they came and said, nope, thanks for the money. He's going to Philly. Gotcha. He had no reason to go to Philly. Brown just went over there. They had no reason for him to go to Philly, guys. Zero reason. Except for that money the NBA done yanked out your pocket from the gamblers. But guess what? The script pushers won't tell you that, guys. They won't tell you that a whole bunch of these NBA teams, they own betting companies now. Is there something wrong with that? No, it's not illegal. But I'm just trying to tell you what the game is now, guys. It's an entertainment-based game with a script. They had no choice but to do it this way, guys. When they seen what was going on in the 2000s, the game was going downhill. The ratings was going downhill. It wasn't the 90s. It wasn't the 80s. It wasn't those times then, guys. So LeBron James will be the perfect pawn. And that's what he's been all his career, to be an actor in a league that's pure entertainment based. It's not even registered as a sport no more. They're there to bring you entertainment. And like I said, man, when betting got legalized, what? Legalized? Yeah, because all the sports companies, all the sports leagues went and lobbied for it. This shit was unheard of when we was young, man. You say anything about gambling in sports? It's a wrap. They won't even talk about them things together, boy. That's like bringing the devil into the church. Is you nuts? But now the devil's in the church.